Taurus. Hello, my lovely Taurans. This is LowKeyMagickal with a K, setting you up for a magical day, and this is a relationship read for the next 7 to 10 days. Now, of course, this is a general read. It's not going to apply to everyone. And this is a tarot read. It is for entertainment purposes only. We're grown-ups, we know that, so please don't make big life-changing decisions based on one read. Come on. Now, let's get started. Relationships. That means for those of you that are single and ready to mingle, and also those of you that are in relationship, this will talk about what's happening around the people with us. I have shuffled the cards, and we come out choosing from the third stack after they've been cut, the Six of Wands. Someone is celebrating something that you've done, and this is fantastic. I believe there are things in your life that you have been working towards that maybe you've been holding close to the chest for a while. Maybe you haven't made your goals super obvious to everyone around you, regardless of whatever reason. Maybe you were, I don't know, maybe your goals were not in alignment with the people that were around you. Maybe you're young and you are getting ready to set out on your own, and the people around you had certain ideas for you, but you made a different choice. And as a result of that choice, you've done something that has the people around you celebrating. This is fantastic. The wands are our work in the world. And if you look at this person has come back from a battle and clearly is victorious, and the people around this person are celebrating. I try to keep this as gender neutral as possible, but sometimes based on the artwork I'm gonna he and she, and that's just gonna be how it is. But this person has made some decisions and has made not just the thinking part, though. That's what's important about the Wands energy. This isn't somebody that sat back and said, oh, you know what, it would be really nice if someday I could, get a degree in this certain field and then go out and, let's say, you always wanted to be a truck driver. I have someone in my life that's done this recently. Made the decision to be a truck driver, went to trucking school, and is now doing very well, and the people around him are very proud, and he knows that he can own this entire process because it was his from the beginning. Of course, people have helped him along the way, but this was his from the beginning, and he can be proud of it. So something about you and the people around you, they are really starting to see you in a different light because of something fantastic that you have accomplished, and that has put you in a really good place. Let's be honest about this. This kind of puts you in the light of Mr. Desirable. I mean, let's say that this is, so many things are coming into my head, like everyone's swiping right on this guy. This is someone who really has a hold over his emotions, and in some cases, in the negative aspect, this can go a little far, and this can be someone that's actually getting cocky about the fact that they are a catch based on what they've been able to accomplish. I mean, let's be honest. This is someone that's been able to sit back for a second and say, hey, you know what? I'm a good-looking guy, and I've got my act together, and I've had my heart broken a few times, but I've learned how to protect it in the right way. I know, and again, I'm going gender with this, but this male is saying, I know how to treat a lady. I know that I'm a catch. I know what I've accomplished. I know what I've built, and I'm not going to settle for less. And this is nice because in the best aspects of this, we're going to go best case scenario. This is someone who maybe in the past hasn't always felt so good about themselves. This is someone who has come through a couple of things, has come through some heartbreaks, has come through some betrayal, and did not let that derail them from anything. Yes, that was rough. We understand that. But almost because of that, it propelled you in a different direction that some people were not anticipating. It was kind of like here's what I'm getting from these cards. It was kind of like they thought they were gonna knock you off that horse. They thought that by breaking your heart and cutting you down and not treating you well and maybe talking behind your back, just these are things that are coming in, that was gonna knock you off your high horse for thinking that you're so awesome. And by the way, you are awesome. There are always gonna be haters out there. That's just how this works, okay? That resistance is put in your path, and I hate to say to make you stronger. But it really does feel so good when you are on the horse and you can look back over your shoulder and see those people that were not in your corner. You know, I mean, okay, that's not the best energy to promote, but it does kind of feel like, haha, look at me now. Like, I told you, I knew I was going to come out okay because of this. I wasn't going to let your petty little, you know, I'm just going to be honest, your petty little bullshit knock me off my horse and make me less. It has made me more. I'm the King of Cups now. I'm the one who's in control of my heart. And I've built something that is desirable. There are people who want this. There are people who will, you know, jump in front of my horse to get this because what I have done and what I'm moving to. Now, it's not just what I have done. It's what I'm moving to. What I'm moving to is going to be fantastic. And it may not have always been that way. The next card is the Seven of Wands, and that's you being defensive about your position. And again, in a negative sense, this would be, oh man, I'm always having to explain to people why I took the steps I took. I am always having to explain to people. I feel like I'm getting questioned at every turn I make. But when I want to explain something, this is the Seven of Wands is one of those signals that you are absolutely on the right track. The Seven of Wands is not, oh no, maybe I've done something wrong. And because I have to continue to defend myself, I may not be doing what I really should be doing. No, no, no. The Seven of Wands, especially with this is a fantastic combination here. Especially with this King of Cups who absolutely knows. I've got a vision in mind, and it's my passion. It's what I really care about. It's this cup that I've taken a long time to fill. I'm the one who worked on filling this cup. Nobody's knocking this out of my hand. But sometimes when you are on a path that other people are not familiar with, that other people may not always have your best wishes in mind, where you're fighting battles, even though you know you're going to be victorious and people are going to celebrate you, you will often be in positions where you have to defend that. You have to say, this is why I have chosen to live my life this way. This is why I have, decided to express my sexuality like this, or chosen to date who I'm dating, or do the job I'm doing, or, not go along what you considered was the traditional path for me. If it's family members especially, sometimes you have to defend yourself more than you want to. But guess what? As a result of this, your ship comes in. This is a Three of Wands energy. Man, this is a lot of wands. This is so interesting. So part of this relationship has to do with whatever you have chosen to do as work in your life. But please understand that this Six of Wands and King of Cups that you have manifested, this where you have people in your corner, like sometimes maybe you have figured out you've had people in your corner you didn't, maybe there's some haters back there, but you've got people in your corner now that you didn't even know were there, that stepped up and said, hey, I really want to help, and put you in this King of Cups position. Yes, know that you are going to have to defend yourself from time to time. But it's not oh no, I have to defend myself. It's not that. It's strong. Look at his strong stance. This is what I've chosen to do. Don't even try to deter me. This is what I've chosen to do. And because of that, Three of Wands. And this is an excellent close, because the Three of Wands is, in the literal sense, your ship coming in. Threes are fantastic energy. The threes, the six, the nine, they build upon each other. or upon themselves exponentially in a fractal way. So this Three of Wands says this is now opening up new paths for you. You are standing strong. Even this figure, he's got his face towards the sun, towards the horizon. He's got a ship that's coming for his next steps that he's taking. And he's confident that these choices that he's made and the things he's done in the past are leading him exactly where he needs to go. So this is great. From a relationship standpoint, this has put you in a place where you know your worth, and man, that is attractive. Let's be honest about that. An individual that knows their worth, knows where they're going, and can say why. Not necessarily in a defensive way, but to say, here's why I've done what I've done, because I've been through it, I've seen it, I've done it, I've owned it. Here's what I'm doing next. Don't even question why. And look what it's opening up. And this is going to lead you to totally new relationships. Either one of those where, wow, now I have options open to me that I never knew that I was going to have before. Or in even a better way, this is going to get me into work situations around absolutely brand new people than what you have been in your past, that are going to get you to that relationship that you've always been wanting. That's going to get you to that relationship where there is respect, the same respect that you show to yourself for what you've accomplished. That's going to be your Three of Wands energy. This is fantastic, Taurus. I'm very happy for you. Ships coming in. All right, well, be sure to look below the video if you would like a personal read. Look for me, LowKeyMagickal with a K on Facebook, and have a magical rest of your day. Bye-bye.